Alright, it's time for some K'Sante jungle. Let's see, we will be starting... We will be starting top side to path outside. Alright. So, K'Sante jungle. Important runes: Aftershock, Shield Bash, Conditioning, Overgrowth. Right? Shield Bash, EW. Oh, EW. So you want an adventure, huh?
Yeah.
That's fire. Alright, so Shield Bash Conditioning. Gain the health from killing the camp, so farming is going to be very, very important. Aftershock, right? That's the keystone. You know, that bonus armor and magic resist, save for conditioning. And then secondary, I believe it's Last Stand and Triumph. Yep. So that's just going to try to help. It's going to help our team fighting. Alright. For the clear. The pros of the clear, right, is we're going to use that Q to get those marks. Right, so Q, mark, proc it. Same for the W, because W damages, right? So Q proc. Q proc. And remember, jungle, right? We have that mana regeneration, so we don't need to worry about spamming that Q too much. So just off rip. I'm not maximizing my clear, but I'm trying to, you know, focus on showing the basic idea. Right, so Q, auto, proc it, W, auto, proc it, Q, proc, proc, Q, proc, done. Right, done. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I turned around. I lost all my aura, bro. Alright, and we're gonna put 2 points of Q instead of 1 point in E, right? Because that E's not gonna help our clear at all. Q, proc. Proc, W proc, Q, oh. Auto attack cancel, except it didn't hit. Q proc, Q proc, W proc, Q proc smite, Q, Q proc, and proc the small guy too. Q proc, W proc, proc it on the small guy, finish that him up. That. Right. Important. Remember to grab your E here. Right, because we didn't take it earlier. Alright, and then we're gonna check crap. So, for ganks, right, the biggest thing is we're gonna use our heavy CC on the W and the slows on the Q to set our teammate up for success. Or, you know, take that kill too. K'Sante, with a lot of items, right, he gets all of his damage from his, Caesar, I'm coming. From his,
Oh my god.
we'll chip him down for you. Oh. Attaboy. Good. Good. Alright. Top Scuttle is probably gone. We're gonna check it anyways. Yeah, of course. Are you good? Okay. Top Scuttle was gone. Orin is going to see us, but we're still going to try it. Looks like he's backing up, so we're just going to take recall. Our camps are up, though. So we're actually going to diverge. We're going to clear this top side. And Orin is still up there, but we have our camps up. We're going to be a little greedy. We're going to go for the camps. Right. Always proc. So important note, right? Q and W, right, similar to like Viego, if you Q and then W, you can't proc the stack twice. It's only the one time. So you gotta hit your Q, and you have to weave in an auto in order to proc it, then W. Otherwise it'll only proc once, even though you applied the mark twice. Right, Q proc, W proc, Q proc. Alright, we're gonna have Drake up, so we're just gonna recall after this. Alright, bot lane is pushed in anyways. Mid is more or less neutral, but overall winning. Right, if we look at items. So we're going to take that recall. Important for itemization, we're going to take the chain vest, right? This doesn't benefit us as much. Because K'Sante's, what's it called? Damage, right? If you notice, see, it scales off of that armor and magic resist. So we're going to take the Chain Vest to buff his resistances and his damage. So we're going to clear here. Right, we see Azir moving down. Bot lane, ping him off. They already see him though. Q, we're going to keep proccing. We're going to keep clearing here. Right, because nothing's happening yet. This Azir is staying. He did get the ulti off, but they live. We just keep clearing. Right, they're not going to dive him. Azir's moving back up to mid-Caesar. Oh, and of course, today we're joined by Caesar. As is the usual.
Yo.
So we're going to get a ward on here. Just check that out. All right. And now we're going to take a recall. We have blue coming up. And I don't think they're going to push up. Oh, did they? Wouldn't have been worth, I don't think. We'll grab the moat. We're going to grab Sweeper and a control ward. Important. That Drake, right? We see they're not doing that. We're going to want that blue buff. Right? Keep clearing. Maybe look for something top, but our bot wave's pushed in. So we've got a losing bot lane and a overall winning mid lane, but conditions right now are neutral. Oh, and he just took my blue as well as I got up here. We're not going to bother chasing an Ambessa, especially with that passive on her 6, the armor pen. Ambessa will clear faster than you on Cassante. There we go, that's our 6. 90% of jungle champions clear. And off-meta jungle champions clear faster than Cassante does, even with his mark. It's gonna keep clearing. Well, our bot side camp starting to get a little bit soon, and we're gonna want to look for these grubbies. So we're gonna look top side here, right? Because mid is recalling. We're gonna walk over that. However, we have a lot of CC plus our ults, but he has us supported, which is unfortunate. So instead, we're gonna look for an offensive ward really quickly and see if we can track this Ambessa. Put that right there. And now we'll see her move. We can start this. If she comes from there. If she comes from top side, then, oh well. GG, we tried. But we can just shift downward, right? We have a 1-0 Diana. Remember, use your mark. Have passive. Top side is still looking fine. Not gonna use smite here, she's nowhere to be seen. There we go. Ooh! Ooh! No, no one saw that. No one saw it. See, you didn't see anything, bro, right? No, you didn't.
Nah, yeah, you're right. I see a lonely little void grub.
No, no, you didn't see it. Alright, we have so much prio in mid and top.
No, no, he did bad things to me.
Good. We're gonna look for this because it's entirely possible, right? He's on Drake right now. Oh. Take this. Oh, there she is. She's gonna pop that. She's gonna walk through that control ward. We can contest this control ward.
She's running away.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna actually recall here because if they try jumping us, I ult through wall and turn the tide. And she'll probably move to clear that later, but you know, that's okay. Alright, unfortunately we're 100 gold off, but our bot side camps have been down for a little bit, or been up for a little bit. She'll probably clear this, which means we're gonna take the time to clear, right, our top side. Then we're gonna move into our bot side and then possibly look for some action for Drake here. Now we won't have our first item, or We clear top side, recall, right, and then move bot side right after. Which we need that first item, so I think that's what we'll end up doing. Let's see if I can get in range to use this Q. Right. Now, we're not gonna make it up there, so it's not worth it. However, Mbessa is right up here. Right, and we have mid here. We're gonna flash if
My
we.
dash.
We're gonna flash Q. Slower. Smiter. We still win this. That's fine. Pull off. Pull off. Pull off. Pull off. Pull off. All right. Unfortunate,
Tragic.
but we got the trade. Mid got the Ornn. Now, Caesar is 3-0. We get our first item, and we can look bot side for something here. We're also gonna buy Merc Treads, right? Because they've got good CC, right? Ornn, lots of CC, and Mbessa. Slows. That's about it. Azir against slows. Right, Merc Tread isn't really gonna do much against his ulti. Jhin slows in his W, and then Emilio Q. So we're gonna look to clear these first. Alright. Cool. This time that Q. We'll die.
Shift like the sun, strike like the eagle.
And there, Taric is grabbing food, which is low-key real.
Yeah, it just follows the multiplayer game.
Yeah, I know, right? Now, this is still up. We have no control. We're gonna sweep this.
They are not so different.
Now, we do have Iceborne Gauntlet, so we do have the authority as well with our bot lane pushed in and our mid lane pushed in. We're gonna get in here, clear this. They have a... It's gotta be the wackiest control ward I think I've ever seen. We're gonna try to grab this while they're doing whatever. And Bess is here, now it's not looking great. We're gonna ulti away. We're not gonna get out though. I messed up that ulti unfortunately, but Caesar is on a roll and our team is sweeping, so that's good.
Oh, I'm coming for seconds. And Carrot is here for... after
Now,
coming for this food.
They can just rip this. You guys can just rip that if you
Okay.
want.
Understood, sir. Get
Yeah,
going.
and Best is down. So the idea here is, so
Those who wish you well.
they're gonna get that before I get there, right? So we're just gonna run top side. Make sure to run through mid. Keep that home guard up. So the idea here is, realistically, I use E. Hold on. I'll wait to show you. Good thing. We're gonna just do this. A little bit of a slower clear, but I want to do it just to show you guys something. So, what was it? Mbessa? Mbessa ults me here. Dashes after. I should E up here, and then ulti over wall, and I get out. So that was a misplay on me. Using K'Sante ult, if you need to get out of a situation by maneuvering and ulting through a wall out and away, is very good. Especially that Mbessa would have gone straight into the bot laners, hovering like this ledge, if I remember correctly. Did she just take that like from in front of me as I was explaining? Oh my god, she did. That's so rude. We're gonna look for this. Pull him back in. Beautiful. Caesar, I was trying to explain.
What are you doing here, bro?
I don't know, bro. Don't question this guy. No, Caesar, I was trying to explain something, and Mbessa came in and just smited my my blue, bro. I wasn't even yeah, apparently. I mean, that's on me for inting, so.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Now, we're behind farm, but that's okay because K'Sante is, you know, not a... When he's used in jungle, right, he's not like a crazy carry champion. So our teammates are getting huge value from our plays, even if we mess them up a little bit, just because we can live for so long and set so much up. So overall, it's worth, right? It's 11-2. Like, not to jinx it, but there's nothing burger for them. So, right. Q, W, Q, leaving your autos in between. Q auto, proc it. I'm coming. There's nothing I can do about that.
That's so sad, bro. 2.2 seconds of CC.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Minions. Oh.
We're gonna look for this. It's a little cheeky, but we'll see. Flashes. We're gonna flash for that. Then ulti. It's unfortunately, I don't think this is a winning fight, but we'll find out. You know what? Yeah, it is. Pull her back. That's fine. Bot lane rotates. I cannot stay for too long. Alright, that's fine. And actually, just to keep that momentum, we're going to pop Herald here. Because Ambessa is not allowed to stay. So we're going to drive this in. Ambessa is staying. And then we're going to drive it, and we're going to use it to knock them up. Right? And then we're going to come in from behind. And hopefully, you know, push them into them. Yep. And then we're not going to be able to get the rest of the Ambessa. Alright, and now we look jungle. There's nothing here. We take reset. We get our boots, and we get our Jak'Sho, right? Jak'Sho is an extremely important item. I don't know if I ever went over itemization.
Oh.
And that's a short video. That's a forfeit. That's all there is. Okay. So, really quickly, just because I can't remember if I went over itemization or not, we're going to go over it really quickly now. And we'll give everyone a little endorsement. So, we started Iceborne, but you can either start Hollow Radiance or Sunfire. Caesar, did I go over this? I can't remember. I don't think I did.
You definitely did in the first run.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did in the second or in this one.
So, Iceborne Gauntlet is a good first. You can either go Hollow Radiance or Sunfire also for the extra damage on the clear. Then I like Merc Treads, right, for the CC reduction. And then you go Jak'Sho, because once the fighting starts, you know, after that designated time, your magic and your MR and armor are increased by 30%. That might be right. It's 30%, something around there, maybe. Maybe more, maybe less, I can't remember off the top of my head. Then for your last 3 items, depends on what they are, right? If you need anti-heal, you go Bramble. If they have a lot of crit or their ADC is extremely strong and they're, you know, just wrecking everything, you go Randu and Zoman. It's mostly just tank items, right? So most tank items will do the job, and it just depends on the, you know, enemy composition. One item that I don't even know if it's recommended, but I like is Protoplasm Harness, right? Because it stacks the health that you regen based on your armor and magic resist, which K'Sante just goes off the charts with. So, yeah, that was a short game, but I wish they didn't forfeit. I mean, we were sweeping them though. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and we'll see what the next one goes into. Yeah, have a good one, everyone.